There's a moment every man dreads, when the woman he once had long conversations with, who used to light up at his messages, suddenly goes cold. Her replies get shorter, her energy shifts. She seems distant. You start wondering, did I do something wrong? But here's the brutal truth most men don't hear. When she pulls away or starts ignoring you, your reaction in that moment determines everything. If you chase, panic, or plead for attention, you're confirming her decision to detach. But if you respond with strength, emotional control, and self-respect, you instantly become 10 times more attractive. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to handle it, using Stoic principles, real psychology, and calm, calculated moves. This isn't about manipulation, it's about mastering yourself. Because when you control your emotions, you control the game. 1. Don't panic, stay grounded. The first instinct most guys have when a woman pulls away is panic. You start replaying conversations, overthinking texts, and scrambling to fix something that might not even be broken. But here's the truth. Her pulling back doesn't always mean something went wrong. Women often retreat to test your emotional strength. Are you the kind of man who needs constant reassurance, or are you grounded, independent, and unfazed by emotional waves? The Stoic response is to do nothing. Breathe. Detach from the outcome. Do not send a long message asking what's wrong. Don't double text. Don't chase. When she senses that her silence doesn't shake you, it confuses her, in a good way. That's when she starts questioning her own distance. Men who stay calm under emotional pressure radiate strength, and that's what makes women reconsider. So the next time she pulls back, remember this. Your power is in your pause. Your control is in your calm. 2. Focus on yourself, not on her. The moment she pulls away, your energy should pull inward, not toward her. Most men make the fatal mistake of trying harder when a woman grows distant. They think effort equals attraction. But in reality, obsession kills desire. Instead of watching her stories, overanalyzing texts, or waiting by your phone, turn your attention to yourself. Hit the gym, work on your goals, build your business, hang out with people who respect you. This isn't just about distraction, it's about building real value. When you focus on becoming a better version of yourself, your confidence naturally grows. And confidence is magnetic. Women don't fall for the guy begging for attention. They fall for the guy who's too focused on his mission to be shaken. This is the paradox. When you stop chasing, she starts noticing. You reclaim your power by shifting your focus. She may not come back right away, but when she sees you're doing just fine, better even, without her, the curiosity and attraction reignite. Self-focus isn't selfish, it's strategic. 3. Don't confront her emotionally. One of the biggest mistakes men make is confronting a woman emotionally when she pulls away. You hit her with the "why are you being distant?" or "what's going on with us?" messages. But here's the deal. Those kinds of texts come from insecurity, not strength. And women can smell emotional neediness from a mile away. It makes them feel pressure instead of desire. Stoicism teaches us not to react impulsively to things outside our control. And her distance? That's outside your control. Instead of confronting her emotionally, match her energy. If she becomes cold, stay cool. If she pulls away, you pull back. No anger, no guilt trips, no drama. This doesn't mean you ignore her completely. It means you mirror her behavior calmly and respectfully. This sends a clear message. I'm not desperate for your attention. I'm in control of myself. Ironically, this makes her feel safer and more curious about you. Emotional control isn't about playing games. It's about choosing dignity over desperation. That's how you stay powerful even when she goes quiet. 4. Don't chase. Mirror her energy. When she pulls away, the instinct to chase kicks in. You want answers. You want connection. But what you need is discipline. Chasing only confirms her belief that she holds all the power, and once that imbalance sets in, attraction begins to die. The better move: mirror her energy. If she takes hours to reply, you take your time too. If she stops initiating, you stop reaching out. Not out of spite, but out of self-respect. A woman's pullback is often a subconscious test. She wants to know, is he grounded, or will he crumble the moment I give him less? By matching her behavior with calm detachment, you flip the script. You show her you're not emotionally dependent on her actions. This makes you stand out. Most men over-pursue, which only pushes her further away. But when you mirror her energy and stay composed, you force her to reassess her behavior. She realizes you're not waiting around. And that shift creates a new dynamic, one where she has to earn your attention again. That's how the balance is restored. Remember, Stoicism isn't passivity, it's powerful restraint. 5. Build mystery. Don't overshare. Silence isn't just a weapon, it's a magnet. When she pulls away, most men start oversharing, over-explaining, or trying to prove their worth. But nothing kills attraction faster than emotional overexposure. Women are drawn to mystery. Not because they want a puzzle, but because uncertainty breeds interest. If she already knows how you feel, what you're doing, and how badly you want her, there's no tension. And without tension, there's no attraction. So when she starts pulling back, that's not your cue to spill your heart. It's your cue to become a little less predictable. Don't post everything you're doing. Don't explain your silence. Be active in your life, but quiet about the details. Let her wonder what you're thinking, who you're with, what you're up to. This creates curiosity, and curiosity pulls her back in. Stoic men don't advertise their emotions. They let their actions speak. When you stop trying to be understood and start being unapologetically self-contained, you instantly become more intriguing. So keep some thoughts to yourself. Let her reach for the answers. 6. Let silence speak for you. In the world of emotional games, silence is power. When a woman pulls away, your silence speaks louder than any words. It tells her, I won't beg, I won't chase, and I won't lose myself just because you went quiet. That kind of composure is rare. Most guys flood her phone with texts or guilt trip her into talking. But when you respond with pure silence, it forces her to feel your absence. And here's the secret. People don't miss you when you're constantly in their face. They miss you when you're gone. Your silence creates space, and in that space, she starts to reflect. She wonders if you've moved on, if you've found someone else, if you even care. And that uncertainty reignites attraction. This isn't about manipulation, it's about presence. When your presence is strong and your silence is intentional, you make her feel the loss of your energy. That's when she starts reaching out again, not because you pushed her, but because you gave her the freedom to come back on her own. Real strength doesn't shout. It's quiet and still. Learn to let silence do the talking. 7. Don't try to fix her feelings. When a woman pulls away, many men step into fix-it mode. You try to cheer her up, solve her emotional conflicts, or force her to talk through it. But here's the truth. Her emotions are not your responsibility. Trying to fix how she feels not only puts you in a submissive position, it also robs her of the space she might actually need. Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what we can control, and her emotional landscape is not one of them. If she's distant, that's her process. Let her go through it. Respect her silence. You don't need to solve anything. You need to hold your frame. Most women aren't looking for a man to play therapist. They're looking for a man who's emotionally steady, especially when things feel uncertain. If she wants to talk, she will. If not, don't force it. The moment you stop trying to rescue her from her own emotions, you allow her to feel the weight of missing you, and if she truly values you, she'll circle back on her own terms. Be the lighthouse, not the lifeboat. 8. Use her distance to re-evaluate the relationship. When she pulls away, it's not just a test of your patience, it's an opportunity. Instead of focusing on her behavior, use that time to reflect. Is this relationship truly aligned with your values? Are you giving more than you're receiving? Has she shown consistent respect and effort, or are you chasing a fantasy? Distance reveals more than closeness ever can. It exposes whether the connection was real or just convenient. And too often, men stay emotionally attached to women who've already emotionally detached. That's where the pain comes from, clinging to an illusion. So ask yourself, do you really want someone who can disappear on you when things get uncomfortable? Or do you want a woman who shows up consistently, even during the hard moments? Her pulling away may be a blessing in disguise. It gives you clarity. It helps you detach emotionally and see the truth without the fog of attraction clouding your vision. Sometimes, the best response isn't to wait for her to come back. It's to realize you deserve someone who never left in the first place. Use this silence to reset your standards. 9. Don't make her your only source of validation. A woman should never be your only source of confidence, happiness, or self-worth. If her attention, or lack of it, can shake your entire mood, then you've placed too much of your identity in her hands. That's dangerous and unattractive. Stoic men derive their value from within. They don't need outside approval to feel worthy. So if she pulls away, it shouldn't crush you. It should remind you to get back to yourself. Build your life so full of purpose, passion, and personal power that no one person can define your worth. Work on your mission. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Develop your skills. Stack your wins. Women are drawn to men who are already fulfilled, not men looking for someone to fill the void. When she sees that your self-esteem isn't tied to her behavior, it repositions you in her eyes. You're no longer the guy begging for validation. You're the guy she has to earn her way back into. That's the shift. Never forget, the most attractive man in the room is the one who doesn't need anyone's approval to know who he is. 10. If she comes back, let her prove herself. If she pulls away and later returns, don't roll out the red carpet immediately. Don't act like nothing happened. If you do, you're teaching her that emotional inconsistency is acceptable, and it's not. When someone disappears from your life, they should feel the weight of their absence when they return. That doesn't mean being rude, it means having standards. If she comes back, observe, not just her words, but her actions. Is she consistent now? Is she investing real effort, or just testing the waters again? Make her earn her place in your life. Show her that access to you is a privilege, not a guarantee. This doesn't mean you hold grudges. It means you hold boundaries. Forgiveness is fine, but foolishness is not. If you let her back in too easily, she won't respect you. But if you maintain your frame and calmly assess whether she's truly changed, you regain the power in the relationship. Remember, you're not just looking for love. You're looking for loyalty, consistency, and emotional maturity. And if she doesn't bring that, she doesn't belong. So here's the bottom line. When she pulls away or starts ignoring you, your reaction defines everything. Not her words, not her silence. Your response is what separates the average guy from the man she regrets losing. Most men panic. They chase, they plead. But you're not most men. You're built differently. You understand that your value doesn't fluctuate based on someone else's attention. You don't react. You observe. You don't chase. You align with your mission. You let her feel your absence without punishing her. And if she comes back, It's on your terms, because access to you is earned, not handed out like free samples. Remember, Stoicism isn't about being cold. It's about being composed. You don't need to control her feelings. You only need to control your own. So the next time she pulls away, don't panic. Let her go. Let your silence speak. Let your standards stand tall. And if she comes back, cool. But this time, make sure she's worth your time. If this message hit home, drop a like, subscribe for more raw, no BS relationship wisdom, and share this with a brother who needs to hear it. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and never forget, you are the prize.